1889. Gustave Eiffel just unveiled his tower, and France is drunk on industrial glory. But one man looks at it and scoffs. A concrete magnate named François Coignet has a more audacious idea. To not just celebrate the new age, but to bury the old one. His plan? To build a pyramid at the Paris World's Fair. Not just any pyramid. A pyramid that would make the Great Pyramid of Giza look like a child's toy. A third Great Pyramid, taller than the Eiffel Tower, wider than the city blocks of Paris, and built from a miraculous new material, reinforced concrete. Imagine the Eiffel Tower. Now imagine something 3 times heavier, casting a shadow so vast it could cover the Louvre. The Coignet Pyramid, 300 meters tall, a true mountain in the heart of Paris. This was not a tomb, but a temple to human achievement. Its base would be a mile in circumference, containing pavilions, museums, and concert halls celebrating every industry on Earth. Visitors would enter through tunnels lit by electric light, a modern version of the ancient corridors. But the real miracle was the material, ferro-cement, a skeleton of iron rods clothed in concrete. Coignet promised it would be stronger than stone, cheaper than steel, and could be poured into any shape. The pyramid was just the beginning, a demonstration that this new material could rebuild the world. At its apex, not a capstone, but a colossal statue, genius of humanity, holding a torch that would be the world's most powerful lighthouse, visible from 100 miles away. The message was clear. Paris was the new center of civilization, and this pyramid was its eternal, indestructible throne. The scale wasn't just ambitious, it was suicidal. First, the weight. 4 million tons of concrete. The soft soil of Paris would have sunk under it like quicksand. Engineers calculated the foundation would need to be as deep as the pyramid was tall, essentially building an inverse pyramid underground first. Then, the pour. Concrete sets through a chemical reaction that generates immense heat. A pour of that size and speed would have created a slow-cooking thermal monster. The interior would have reached temperatures of over 200 degrees Fahrenheit, causing catastrophic cracks before it even cooled. It wouldn't dry, it would explode from the inside out. And the cost? It would have bankrupted France twice over. Coignet's own company, the largest concrete firm in Europe, would have been a tiny subcontractor on its own impossible dream. The final blow came from the sky. The 1889 Fair Committee took one look at the plans and laughed. They already had their icon, the elegant, delicate built Eiffel Tower. Why would they choose a monstrous, crude, theoretical mountain? The pyramid was dismissed as the megalomaniacal fantasy of a concrete salesman. The blueprints were shelved, and François Coignet's great mountain died on the drawing board. So, the third Great Pyramid never rose. Paris kept its elegant skyline. But Coignet's real legacy wasn't the pyramid, it was the material he championed. Reinforced concrete did rebuild the world. It gave us dams, skyscrapers, and bridges. His failed dream became the invisible skeleton of the 20th century. Today, when you look at the Eiffel Tower, you see grace and air. But for a moment, picture a different Paris, a city dominated by a colossal, geometric mountain of gray, a brutal and overwhelming monument to raw industrial power. It turns out, humanity chose the lace over the monolith, and perhaps that was the right choice. This was Unbuilt Visions, the architecture that never was,